Hello, welcome to the Narrowbox Comics channel. I got my cup of tea. I thought I'd do a quick video because I got some cool stuff today. I'm really happy with what I got. This is just a quick video basically to talk about comics that I've seen on the shelf on comic book, well, Wednesday. My comic book shop doesn't open till Thursday. They take the delivery on Wednesday and they're only open on Thursday, unfortunately. So this is a 1 day late, Wednesday unpackaging comics video. So starting with my regular series, this is the one that I read religiously at the moment. Like, I don't have much time to read comics, but this is one I always make time for. Red Coat, Brian Hitch, Jeff Johns. The funny thing about this comic is I actually consider this like a British comic in many senses of the word, because it's kind of like a British view of America and America's formation, and that for me the setting of it is really, really interesting. And I love stories about immortals. I was a huge fan of the Highlander TV series and the films, and really looking forward to Henry Cavill's version, if it's still going ahead. I don't know if that's all changed, but yeah, I love this kind of hero. And I was watching a video talking about immortal heroes, and so what is he? They were classing him as a what's the word? A bomb immortal. I can't remember the exact terminology. And they were saying like people like Connor McLeod would be the clever immortals. So, this story's really kind of like he's an immortal everyman, and that's a really cool concept. And it's very eye-catching. The artwork's amazing. Story's okay for the most part. Last month's storyline was really great with the Northerner. I enjoyed that. And what I really love about it is it doesn't force the crossover with all the others. It feels like it's there if you want it, but it's not essential to the story, which is something I absolutely adore. And that's the sort of storytelling I really get on with. So, Red Coat, looking forward to reading that later. Expanse, I'm not really sure why they put this in. I had the Expanse Dragon Tooth. I read like 3 or 4 books of it, and it's kind of like 3 or 4 issues of it, following on from the Amazon series and all the crap casting stuff. But I saw this, I thought, it's sci-fi, it's in my wheelhouse. Let's have a look at, I bought it more out of interest. It's 1 of 4 as well. So I thought, screw it, I'll do it. I'll get it. I won't reject it. So I didn't ask for this, but they put it in my pull box anyway. Then I found this Wizard. I love Wizard magazine. I like the old format, the smaller format personally. I've got some of those to get through. What I might be doing with these is going through the Wizards just to look what was happening at the time in comics and see where we're at. Because it's really hard to get information nowadays about comics and the comics market. They don't seem to want to publish figures and stuff. And this is back when they did, when things were going well. And yeah, Spider-Man 3, terrible film. I really hated it. But when I look at that now, it's a masterpiece compared to what's coming out. Anyway, the 77, I feel bad about buying this for 25p, but it is in the bargain bin. I'm sorry. Sorry for the guys at 77. You deserve more than this. I always pick it up whenever I see it. No, my friend John Charles, he does the Techno Freak, so yeah. And British Comics. I think I already got this one. I thought I wasn't sure, but yeah. Anyway, picked it up. It was just there. I wasn't sure if I had it or not. Comics Scene. Now I've never seen this before. I don't know what this is. And as soon as I saw it, Comic Scene, a magazine. I'm making a magazine with Narrowbox. We're going to be working on a project called Collective Foundation. And it's basically general pop culture, collecting, general interests, crossovers with business, mixed with retail, high street, shopping. I know that sounds really weird, but it's a local magazine. We're just basically putting it together and coming up with features and ideas. And I just thought, let's have a look at what some of the award-winning magazines have done. So it's more, again, comics research. Then I'm doing Justice League Godzilla versus Kong. I kind of stopped reading it. I didn't even finish the first season, but I just figured they keep putting it in my box. I like the monsters. And I like Justice League, so I thought I'd just carry on reading it. Yeah, more comic research. Diamond's Fall and the fall of the previews. has led to whatever's happening here with Marvel putting out their own free previews. It doesn't seem to be part of the Diamond thing anymore, so that's interesting. I saw that for free. I figure I'd just get it. So yeah, so now we're on to the big buys. So saw this and I just thought, oh, that's cool. The Jose Munoz collection, and I've been looking at a lot of old artwork and comics, and yesterday I was at the library and I was reading Dan Dare, Pilot of the Future, the initial run of Eagle. I only picked it up just to have a look at the artwork, and then I ended up sticking around for the whole thing. And I'd never really read Dan Dare because it was a little bit after my time, but I really enjoyed it. The artwork was great. I would say when you look at things now, there's a very different style back in the day to what we have now. Like, we went through the 90s splash pages, Image Comics, but we kind of left behind some of this kind of style of really intricate, excellent anatomy, wonderfully staged backgrounds. I think also the flat colours is something that I really like. I'm not sure if it would be popular in the mainstream market nowadays, but I think it's a definite comic book style, and it's something that I really... And I saw this on the shelf, and I was like, I'm not massively familiar with Jose Munoz's work, so it's like, well, yeah, it was $10.99. Let's give it a go. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. And so it's got that very British comic-y feel, and yeah, I'm really excited to kind of go through it and stuff. I've recently picked up some war comic books, Commando and Battle omnibuses that a guy, a pensioner, was clearing out his house, and I got given those, and I'm kind of hoping to do a video on those. But this is the same sort of thing. It's like the British artwork, 1950s, 1960s artists coming into the 1980s. Dense panels. This was more a European comic book feel, and it's something I'd like to resurrect as a storytelling. My next comic book is going to be black and white, so I kind of want to do stuff like this. So this is the panel from the front cover. So when I do a color version, I want to kind of do something similar with my black and white comics. It's going to be a war comic, so it's going to fit perfectly in with some of the stuff I've done. So this is going to be research for that, really, to see how the layouts and the panels work. And yeah, it's really cool. I'm really, really pleased with that. Then I saw this on the shelf. This was an absolute buy. Look at that. Mandrake the Magician. I am not a fan of this era, but like I say, that's because I didn't really... I slept on it. I was a kid. I was in the 90s. We were X-Men fans. We were watching cartoons on TV. And I remember Mandrake from the cartoon series Defenders of the Earth. And I've got some videos of that somewhere. The theme tune, his strength is a legend, his skills conquer all. And master of magic, spells and illusion. That was Mandrake's bit of the song. There was Phantom, there was Flash Gordon. And for people who aren't familiar with that, Defenders of the Earth was basically Avengers, but with all these characters from this era. So you had Flash Gordon, Mandrake, Phantom, and Lothar. I don't know who Lothar is, but yeah, anyway. And then there was their 4 kids. So each one of them had kids, and they were all like, the kids had joined the team as well, which I hated the kids. They were boring and annoying. But yeah, anyway, Mandrake the Magician. Lee Falk is also the creator of Phantom, I believe. And yeah, I'm really excited to flick through this. And it was on sale, so I picked it up for a nice little price. And yeah, I am really excited to unwrap that and have a look at it later. And then when I got home, some books had arrived from Amazon. So this, I just watched it I just watched the anime, and I figured, just order it from Amazon. Amazon took too long, so then I cancelled that order and got it from eBay. So that was waiting today. Absolutely cool cool story. I'm not even going to ruin it. If you don't know what this book is and you like superhero stuff with a bit more of a realistic bent, then just go and get this book. I'm not going to tell you anything about it. It's on Amazon as well. You can watch the anime on Amazon. So either pick up the book or go get an Amazon Prime account and go watch it, because it is great. I really enjoyed it. It gets a little bit crazy in the middle and the ending is not incredible, but it's a great story and it's a cool little idea, and it speaks to, you know, I'm nearly in my 50s. I'm about to hit 50 and I'm just kind of like looking at myself realistically and what you have to offer the world. And this is a story told from the perspective of an old man. Now this is the idea of the story. The perspective is elders, but also it contrasts it with another character that will fit perfectly into the normal genre of high school hero. But it inverts all of that and it deals with the morality of power dynamics. I really don't want to ruin it. It's just a great story. Cool little intro on the anime as well. And this is what I mean. Like, I want to do this with Narrowbox. So one of the things that we're planning to do down the line is have an animation studio. And with the rise of AI, it's more and more likely it's going to happen. And we're thrilled to bits that we've got plans with traditional and AI animation studios that we're kind of looking at. And so it's all early days. And when you watch this, you'll understand why, you know, this is sort of thing that you just would never have seen before, like 3D animation and stuff, because there's a specific point. This is a very specific, lends itself to that 3D animation style. So definitely watch it as an anime if you don't want to buy the book, but I would recommend buying the book because look at the artwork. It's really cool. And I just love manga when it does this. And I like this more realistic version of manga as well. I just think it's a really cool visual. So yeah, cool story. Now, this was a kind of a semi-impulse buy. I was actually watching a video on YouTube. I'll link it in the description. It was about Nexus. Nexus was a hero I was actually familiar with. I actually picked up a few copies of it on the from Another World when I was a kid. But it was so impenetrable. I didn't really understand it. I was like, you used to like floppies kind of giving you a little bit of backstory and dropping you into a story and giving you some foothold, but Nexus never did. So I kind of slept on it. And then I found out recently what it was about. And I was like, oh man, that's so cool. That idea is cool. But from what I'd read, I never got that. So I thought, well, I'll pick up the omnibus of Nexus. And it wasn't on sale. And so I just thought, oh, that's disappointing. There was no omnibus on Amazon. So I figured I'd get it from a comic book shop. Might order it. And then this came up. I was like, oh, Miracle Man. I remember Miracle Man. And I know that there was some weird stuff with Marvel and Marvel Man, and it got all a bit confusing. But then I flicked through the pages on Amazon while I was looking, after I'd been looking for Nexus, and I was gobsmacked. I was like, this is another one of those books, isn't it, that I've just slept on, that I didn't really give much thought to. So I decided I'm just going to pick it up. So that was waiting for me when I got back. And I'm really excited to kind of read this book. So yeah, this has been my week in comics. Oh yeah, honourable mention to the stuff I've been doing. I just bought these. Let me get rid of that toilet tissue. So yeah, Largo Winch. I saw this in bookshop in France years ago, and I just started buying the cine books. Yeah. I don't appreciate the censorship. I never like that sort of thing. But yeah, it's a cool book. And I started buying 13 cine book. 13's good, but this is better. I prefer this. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. Oh yeah, look at these. These came today. So I ordered some sticker ideas. Look at these. Cool. They're not blue. They are blue, but that's because they got a protective layer on it. So yeah, we're going to be selling these on the website. So if you want to help support the comics, you don't want a comic, but you like Transformers, you want a Transformers magnet sticker, whatever this is. I can't remember what they are now. Enamel fridge magnets. So these would probably be about £4 or £5 on the website. I can't remember. I don't know what the prices are on the website. Bloody hard to get that. So if you buy one and it comes and it's blue, it's not miscoloured. There is a protective layer on here that I just cannot get off. There it is. Woo! Look at that. That's so cool. You see that? What just happened there? Yeah, cool. Soundwave and laser beak. So yeah. Yeah, cool. So that's been me. That's what I've been doing today. And that's what my little adventure in the comic world has been. And I hope you like the video. And yeah, like and subscribe to the channel. There'll be more stuff like this. I just need to make videos to bring the views number up on YouTube. But yeah, I've got loads of comics and I'll probably start doing stuff like this more regularly. So thanks for listening and bye.